Alright, another video. I was going to go for a run, but Pyrrho has made the stupidest video ever made on YouTube. That's right, he's broken all of Brett Keen's many records and made a video of preposterous rationalizations. Just insanely preposterous. I mean, you know, I'm going to probably do like 40 response videos to the one video, because it's got so many little nuggets of pure golden poo in it. I mean, just brilliant shit. Sorry, my lips are burned. Hey, I almost tripped. Yeah, do that. It's his foot. Come on, stroke leg. Play ball. Yeah, it's like a clown foot today. I don't know why. Anyway. All right. So, yeah, he's just beyond rational conversation. And then he has the excuse of being drunk, I suppose, but it's not an excuse either, is it? I don't think so. It's a choice. He'll claim it isn't a choice. That somehow the liquor is calling him. It's Gaia calling him. But whatever, let's not even get into that shit. Yeah, fuck this. I mean, this whole reckless way of life crap is just so nauseating to me. So repulsive and disgusting. Yeah, it's fine. You want to sit in your own poo? Fine. Okay, but when you're spreading it all over the place, that's just disgusting. And that's what he's doing. So anyway, alright, so I make this metaphor not for life. I mean, I don't know why people can't quite get this. I make a metaphor to having children. That it's gambling with other people's money, much like drunk driving, where you're gambling with somebody else's welfare, where you're deciding that you're going to take your impairment onto the road and make a higher risk that somebody's going to die on the highway tonight, and that you don't really have a right to do that. And so it's very similar to the natalist position of I have a right to conduct biological experiments for which I have no control and for which I can provide no refund or recompense for the damage done. Once the damage is done, it's done. I can't fix it. I can't undo it. It will be what it will be. Alright, so Pyrrho's excuse is, first, well, I don't even know where to go. I mean, there's so many dopey rationalizations. So first he says it's not drunk driving because he doesn't choose to do it. So, unlike a drunk, who we can hold accountable even though they're drunk, we can hold them accountable for knowing they can't drive. We can't hold him accountable for how he reproduces, because he just can't help it. He can't stop it. So he's even more than drunk. Okay? I mean, in that sense. You know, once his penis goes, that's it. There's no brain left. He can't control the behavior anymore. Whatever happen will happen. He just can't control it. Yeah, that's a funny one. Then beyond that, he's got this rationalization that I have to wait till he actually kills somebody before I can claim he's done a wrong. So I can't pass a law saying you can't drink and drive. No, I have to wait till you create a victim, and then the victim has to complain to you personally. Okay, not all victims of drunk drivers, they can't complain. Only the victims he creates can complain. Which, yeah, if we had that as a social standard, we'd obviously have no regulation of any behavior whatsoever, because everybody could just claim, well, my bazooka hasn't killed anybody. I didn't kill anybody, so how can you claim I can't have a bazooka? Well, I can't have a bazooka. My bazooka hasn't killed anybody. My bazooka can't even reach your state, so you don't even have a right to have an opinion whether a bazooka should be legal, because my bazooka over here in Iowa can't even reach you in New Jersey. I mean, this is the kind of preposterous, idiotic reasoning he's applying. So yeah, by that logic, by that Twinkie defense, we would have no regulatory law. We would just wait until somebody steals people's money before we tell them they can't steal. And we wait for the victims, and then everybody just say, well, yeah, there's, like I said, I made the analogy, but yeah, they'd say, look, there's 300 gallons of dioxin in my backyard. Too bad. Yeah, I got 75 cents. Will that clean it up? Yeah, we don't think so, do we? I think we know it won't. We think we know Pyrrho doesn't have the goods. he doesn't have enough money to provide a refund. He can't undo the mess he would potentially make. And all he's doing is just rationalizing, making excuses, trying to say, I'm only accountable for what I do. I'm only accountable if I'm unlucky. And that's all he's saying. And it's just bullshit. We know why drunk driving is wrong. It's not wrong because it always is failure. It's wrong because sometimes it's failure, and it's failure so bad that it's worth stopping. It's worth preventing. And it's also a luxury. It's not a necessity. Nobody needs to drink and drive. Alright, so it's bullshit. And he just won't accept that simple logic as it applies to the decision to procreate. Now, onto the decision to procreate, which he makes, again, he just completely obfuscates. He did not make a decision. His cells made the decision. They insisted that procreation take place in the first place. His grandfather made him do it. His great-grandfather made him do it. The first lizard made him do it. And to the point that is, in his sense, playing God, having children. So his response to that is no. So God wasn't about creating life. And so you're not creating life when you have children. No, you're just perpetuating it. So we're back to that argument again. That because somebody did it in the past, he has a license to do it in the future. So if I own slaves and I inherit them, I'm not owning slaves. Right? I'm just perpetuating what somebody else started. I'm just pushing a ball that somebody else started. So go blame them. I never did it. I just inherited it. I mean, it's just another excuse, another rationalization that couldn't be applied in any other social circumstance anywhere. He would argue exactly the opposite. He would argue there is accountability because of risk. But because it's a behavior he's indulged in, of risky nature, of implication, of imposition on others, he's going to rationalize it. And that's all this is. It's just, I mean, he's committed the first crime of error in philosophy. This is the first thing you want to look out for, is your own personal bias, distorting and perverting your reasoning. And that's all he's doing here. Because he doesn't have an answer, and he doesn't want to accept the fact that he was an asshole, he's just going to sit there and pretend it never happened. He's going to un-asshole it. He's going to un-asshole the behavior. And it just can't be done logically or rationally. So anyway, but I mean, the whole idea that people don't choose to have children, that they aren't making a godlike decision in the sense that they are doing the most, like I said, you can't do anything in your life more significant than, creating a life form or killing a life form. Things don't get more serious than that. Of course, there's the distinction in the middle of torturing one, but whatever. Let's not get into semantics and word games. This is serious business. You're deliberately and willfully affecting the welfare of other individuals in an overt, not passive way. There's just, you have to take account for that. You can't use the excuse, I was lucky, to avoid answering the question, what if you weren't lucky, asshole? Why shouldn't I, as one of the victims, be able to prevent future victims? You're telling me I can't? I'm telling you, fuck you. Alright, because you don't have an answer for me. You won't play the rational game and answer the rational question. What if I was your fucking son and said, what the fuck were you thinking, cunthead? And you gave me the excuse I was just doing what nature told me to do. Would I have a right to bash you over the head with a fucking shovel? Yeah, I mean, really. What a preposterous excuse. Oh, I have a big giant brain, billions of neurons, and I can't figure out that I can control my reproduction. I mean, it's got to be as lame can be. He even uses a fly as an example and laughs at his own example because it is so fucking ludicrous. He's got a fly brain. Just disgusting. So this basically is a religion. So he also uses an example of life on another planet and how if we visited a planet covered with maggots and cockroaches. And we went back 1,000 years later and figured out that the antinatalists themselves out of existence, that somehow we'd be all weepy or something. That we'd say, oh, it's dead. No, we'd say it's uninfected. Ah, it's been cleansed of the infection. And we could put party hats on and fornicate and laugh. Yeah, we could do that. We could celebrate the passing of the infection. So let's not, you know, life is a misnomer. The word is a lie. Its reputation is a lie. The truth of it is baby elephant eaten alive. All right, not this. This is a lie. This isn't life. Life is sentient creatures dying horribly. Every single one of them dies. Most of them horribly. That's reality. So life is death. Okay, it is. There's no way to separate it. Life is death. You give someone life, you're giving them death. Alright, and statistically we know what death means. It doesn't mean heart attack. Doesn't mean, you know, 10-second brain aneurysm. It doesn't even mean murdered by your crazy ex-husband. You know, it doesn't mean a lot of things. You know, it means usually some sort of slow, you know, painful process of body deconstruction. That's what you're imposing with your gift. Yeah. The gift of disappointment, unfulfilled expectations, the gift of living in a mediocrity, okay, perpetuated by small-minded morons who won't take accountability or responsibility for their behavior. Yeah, some fucking gift. Really preposterous. So anyway, it's, you know, it's good to get it hashed out, just because now we know what pyro is. He's an absolute fucking menace. He will rationalize any kind of behavior. He's got a completely addictive personality. He enjoys gambling, enjoys losing. That's a giveaway right there. Yeah, he's just a typical, in some respects, selfish motherfucker who talks a lot of shit about better worlds and better ideals. As a practical matter, he'll never have the discipline to make anything reasonable or rational or good happen, ever. Because he's a daydreamer and a hopeophile. He's a disgusting hopeophile. Wishful thinkingite. It doesn't even come close to a reality. And when the push comes to shove, for him personally, what does he do? Makes excuses. I couldn't help it. It's my sperm did it. Yeah, my granddaddy shoved my penis in her vagina. Yeah, without a condom. Granddaddy did it. He pulled the condom off. I mean, just disgusting rationalizations. This is an asshole who talks about free will, who tries to make excuses and rationalizations to give himself autonomy and control, and yet he can't even control his penis, let alone his brain. Yeah, isn't that a fucking joke? He has free will, and yet he can't control his willy. Amazing. Oh, disgusting. So anyway, just too many fucktards on planet Earth. I don't even know how people can speak literally or sensibly or comprehensibly at all and have such bizarre notions in their head that it isn't like playing God when you create a new person and put them into the world, that's not like playing God. Oh, amazing. Amazing. It's just too fucking amazing. Amazingly stupid. Even Brett Keane can probably understand that one. So, bravo, Pyro. Dumbest retard on YouTube award goes to pyrrho314. Yeah. May the pyrrhomesium logic be with you. Yeah, be as smart as a microbe. Be as responsible as a microbe. Be as logical as a microbe. Yeah, be as progressive-minded as a microbe. Believe in, I don't know, it's not even the tooth fairy. Yeah, this might be the tooth fairy, but that's about what it adds up to. Alright, enough of the video. Yeah, so I probably, someday, will get around to playing this video as long as it's still there and responding to it preposterous sentence by preposterous sentence, just for my own fun and enjoyment. But this will have to do for now. But shit. Yeah, nuke it from space. It's a bug planet. That's all these people are. They're dumb, scheming, rationalizing fucking bugs. Ugh. Oh, yeah, while I'm on the subject of trashing Pyrrho, so here's a field of newly cut straw, and I just wanted to point out, I'll just take a little walk along here, see if I can find any victims of the combine. Yeah, he made this stupid argument that vegetarianism, again, this is something that's been counter-argued so many times. And it's just so ludicrous that he would again bring it up. That this stuff, most of this food that's ever cut like this, goes to feed animals that people eat. If they didn't eat those animals, we'd have to farm less acreage, much less, like 70% less. So all these little critters all this land would be able to go back to nature, and they wouldn't be combined. Now, I'm not a big fan of nature, so I don't think that's any gift anyway. But anyway, this is just the resort you have. You resort to these lame, cheap, shitty arguments that have been disputed over and over and over again, and it's just crap. More animals don't die because of vegetarianism. Growing vegetables kills fewer animals, because everything that has to be grown to feed your animals has to be grown at a price. So you're just full of shit again. Ugh, irritating shit, smelly shit, raunchy, lousy, crappy shit. The shittiest shit of all shit that's ever been shit is what you're full of. So anyway, yeah, no, I gotta find a way out of here without breaking my fucking legs. This is, oh, little daisy, yay, daisy. This is, Uncheshire, by the way. Yeah, I'm leaving Uncheshire again. Yeah, you can always stay in Uncheshire so long. It's, you know, some sort of contractual thing, blah, 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 blah. Private property, blah, blah, blah. Get shot, blah, 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 blah. One of those kind of things. Anyway, horseflies are outrageous. Anyway, oh, this is, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Yes, this is. Love this time of night. I do, I do, I do. Anyway, but it's all relative. And we love it because other times are irritating and annoying and obnoxious. Yeah. So anyway, fuck you, Pyrrho. Your arguments suck. You're just, again, I will just declare you one of the most intellectually dishonest people I have ever encountered in my life. The end. Thank you very much. Fuck you. I can't wait for the pitchfork war. Yeah. Yep, I'll remember what you look like. You're probably wearing a silly hat, one of those silly bandanas, so it'd be easy. Some sort of tie-dyed shirt. Yeah, well, I'll be charging for you. Till then, fucker.